Welcome to Nirvana, the band, the show, the podcast all about watching and talking about Nirvana, the band, the show. I'm Michelle, and I'm joined by my two lovely co-hosts.
I'm Kit.
And I'm Steve.
How we doing? How we doing, friends?
Listen, after last week's shenanigans, I just got to get this out. We can talk about our weeks in a minute. The sheer fact that Kevin Spacey shows up in this episode delighted
Oh
me
my
to no
God.
end.
I
screamed.
Yeah, no. It was incredibly jarring.
I'd like to apologize for last week's Kevin Spacey-based shenanigans. And shortly after he recorded, he announced he's selling his commemorative America 250 rings.
It does really seem like that was willed into existence by some amount of our conversation.
Yeah, it kind of felt like, Steve, you perhaps did a Beetlejuice situation where you sort of summoned him enough times by talking about Let There Be Frank that he was just like, you know what? I will manifest in this Nirvana the Band episode. And you know what else? What if we all bought a special Kevin Spacey ring?
He felt a tingle. He was like, nobody said my name this many times in years and years and years.
I'm sorry to tell you.
Release a commemorative signet ring.
I have
for
other
some
group
reason.
chats that don't involve you or Kevin Spacey comes up quite a bit.
Thank you for keeping that away from us.
Really appreciate that.
Also, I'm frightened to learn that you talk about Kevin Spacey more than you talk about Kevin Spacey with us.
It's actually me mostly on the receiving end of Kevin Spacey talk.
That's also shocking.
My friend Christopher, who is a more deranged version of me, shout out Christopher, definitely doesn't listen to the show. He'll just be like sending me a Kevin Spacey gif or sending those videos from when Kevin Spacey's performing in Israel and claiming he's homeless.
What?
You're saying things as someone who's up to date on Kevin Spacey lore, and I'm simply not that person, despite your best efforts.
I think we might need to, much like our Discord server, put a moratorium on Kevin Spacey.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think that's reasonable.
Anywho, that's it. Moratorium on Kevin Spacey talk unless Matt Johnson brings it up. Horrifying Hollywood creep shows aside, how are you doing, friends?
I was doing pretty good until I had to think about Kevin Spacey again. And I'm done thinking about him. I'm great. I'm so good. I'm so happy to be back here with my friends.
Somebody just pulled a Sheep Detectives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Made herself forget. This is how we find out Kit hasn't seen Sheep Detectives yet.
What? No, I have seen it. I know that there are sheep and they're detecting. No, they're not detecting? What are they doing then?
They're learning beautiful lessons about life and love and loss, Kit.
Oh, wow.
And neon signs.
And neon signs. Everyone should go see Sheep Detectives. What a lovely film.
It is very cute.
So, what are we doing here on this podcast?
On this podcast, we are on a mission. We're on a mission to speak to Nirvana, the band themselves, to Matt Johnson and Jay McCarroll, and we're doing that by watching every episode of their shows. Steve, can you pull up the whiteboard?
Whoop.
This whiteboard looks cleaner than I'm used to seeing it.
Yeah,
I know we took off some names. Did
we take
were
off
even
all
more
of them?
removed?
Where did they go?
We took off a bunch, but I realized something.
What did you realize?
We never just put Luca and Jared on here.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty smart.
I'm sorry, Luca and Jared. Come on the show.
Please.
Yeah, come on the show. That would be fun.
I also think we haven't put writers who love Nirvana the band the show on here.
Mm-hmm.
We're not creatives. I think we should get some noted published creatives.
Journalists.
Okay.
Journalists.
Okay.
That would be fun.
So we've got Matt and Jay. Have we heard from them?
Not yet.
No.
Jay's dad?
No.
The Canadian arm of the International Space Station.
No, and I'm starting to lose hope about the Canadarm. Canadarm, I
Right
Canadarm.
believe.
as back. Right as back. You have an arm. There's no excuse.
Yeah. Use that arm. Write a little letter.
So Matt and Jay, Jared, Luca, any sort of noted published journalist who loves Nirvana, the band, the show, Canada arm.
Yeah. Maybe we add some other filmmakers to the wish list too. I mean, I've certainly seen lots of people that I follow on Letterboxd be big fans of this movie, and I think it would be fun to maybe get some of them. I don't know. We'll see.
That would be great.
That would be great.
Steven
on the show,
Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg.
Come on the pod.
I would bet money he has seen that more than once, the movie.
More than once, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Who
Steve
directed
keeps up
Back
on
to
all
the
things.
Future?
Robert Zemeckis?
Oh.
I don't
Do you
think we
think
want
you've seen
Robert
it?
Zemeckis on.
Oh.
Is there drama with Robert Zemeckis?
No, he's just, with the exception of the banger here, hasn't really made a good movie in a long time.
I'm gonna fact check that.
Please, it's a cursed filmography of garbage.
I'm so excited. I love a cursed filmography. Okay.
Yeah, give me the post What Lies Beneath run.
Okay, what lies beneath? Castaway.
Those
That's
were
a
filmed
good
concurrently.
movie.
It's
Okay.
after it.
It was released after, they were filmed concurrently, but go on.
I'm going off what is on Wikipedia right now. It says, what lies
right.
beneath? Castaway.
Give me the post-Castaway run.
Castaway 2, Castaway Harder.
Wilson's Revenge.
2004, The Polar Express. Speaking of a scary Christmas, that's a scary movie.
I've never seen that movie.
Hot chocolate.
We've got Beowulf. We've got a second Christmas movie. Second Christmas movie has hit the filmography, A Christmas Carol. And oh my God, this is such a deranged movie poster.
Have you never seen the mocap Jim Carrey Christmas Carol?
Can we all go Google A Christmas Carol 2009 film Wikipedia and take a look at this movie poster right now?
I'm looking at it. And
Hold on. Did you two
upset.
not see the Robert Zemeckis mocap phase?
No.
Where were you?
2009, graduating high school.
Yeah.
Cursed.
Okay. Flight. Okay.
I never saw
Poor
that.
man
but
Sully.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that. I was about to say.
The Walk. Oh, that's about
Is that the Joseph Gordon-Levitt one?
Yeah.
The tightrope walker.
Allied. Welcome to Marwin, which I've never heard of in my entire life.
I
What?
have heard of that.
What?
But I never saw it.
We really
It
do
looks
live in different
very
worlds
strange.
sometimes.
How have you heard of this movie? I've never heard of
I've
this
seen it and the
film.
documentary it's based on.
Okay. Didn't know there was a documentary. All right.
Oh.
We have The Witches.
That one I did refuse to see on principle because that's one of my favorite Roald Dahl books and it looked like a bad adaptation.
We have Pinocchio.
Was that from the year of like 6 Pinocchios?
Yeah, I think this was the same year as the.
This was
Del
the
Toro
Disney
Pinocchio.
live action remake with Tom Hanks as Geppetto.
He works with Tom Hanks a lot. That's like his boy.
Yeah.
I never realized that. And then we have Here.
Banger. Absolute banger.
It's pretty good.
So there's a house, right? And they don't move the camera throughout all of time.
I don't know. I feel like, after he did
Castaway?
Castaway, I'm willing to forgive him for his many crimes, being whatever the fuck was going on after 2000.
He did his big one with Castaway and
Then he just kind of coasted. Which
then
is
he
fine.
just kind of dicked around for 25 years.
Hey, listeners, I want you to write in if, like me, you are screaming right now that my two co-hosts were unaware of the Robert Zemeckis decline into garbage.
It's such a shame that he died after making Castaway.
Yeah.
A very good movie.
It happened on the set of Castaway 2, Castaway Harder, Wilson's Revenge.
That was Wilson's revenge.
That was his revenge. Killed Robert Zemeckis.
Mhm.
Did you guys see when Mr. Met painted himself like Wilson and sat next to Tom Hanks at City Field?
Steve, sometimes you talk about Mr. Met like he's a close personal friend of yours. And I'm just like, what is happening? What do you mean Mr. Met painted his face and sat next to Tom Hanks at City Field?
Tom Hanks was at a Mets game, and Mr. Met painted the side of his face to look like Wilson and sat next to him and sat in profile.
Mr. Met put a bloody handprint on his giant baseball head.
Mm-hmm. Look it up.
I'd rather imagine.
I've already looked at the evil Christmas Carol poster tonight.
I can't believe that passed you guys by.
You can't?
No.
Oh, that's fun.
Are you just sort of processing this in addition to the great Adam Sandler debacle from a few
Okay,
days
thank
ago?
Christ. Okay, we need
I was
to talk
wondering
about
if you were
this.
circling around the Adam Sandler incident.
I am not going to lie. I have talked about the Adam Sandler incident with multiple friends who were all appalled and disgusted at you people.
I'm so happy.
The Adam Sandler incident?
So
Him officiating Taylor Swift's wedding, or
Yeah.
is there a different incident?
I don't think there is another incident. I think that was the one.
Kit proceeded to claim that Adam Sandler had no cultural footprint.
Sorry, I wiped it from my memory.
And myself,
It's okay.
and a friend of the show, Jez, who is the same age as me, were both like, what the fuck is wrong with you babies?
I'm sorry. He hasn't made a good film since I've been alive. Like,
For context, it's very funny. For context, the other night, after news leaked that Adam Sandler officiated Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding, Kid spent about an hour claiming, yeah, that Adam Sandler had no cultural impact. And then every time someone offered up something culturally impactful that he may or may not have done, she just went, "It's okay."
I mean, yeah, Happy Gilmore is okay.
Happy Gilmore is okay.
I had to brush my teeth because of the taste of my own medicine.
I'm sorry that he hasn't done anything relevant in the past 25 years that wasn't Hotel Transylvania. That's his finest work.
Wow, Uncut Gems erasure.
That's his second best thing.
You know I would die for the Drac Pack.
For sure. It's his best thing. It's the best thing he's ever done outside of produce Master of Disguise.
You should be in jail.
I know. And yet here I am. They can't fucking catch me.
So...
Oh, it's just as good in person as it was in text.
To be clear, this conversation happened at like 10 o'clock at night.
I was in bed.
I go to sleep at 10:30. So at that point, I was just trying to create problems that I would wake up to in the morning. I was just saying shit in that Discord server so that I would fall asleep and then wake up to people being upset.
I am aware. My beloved sleeping wife next to me.
Oh no.
I was just like, Kit's trolling me about Adam Sandler.
I didn't know you felt so passionately about the Sandman.
I also didn't realize that people cared that much.
I just thought he was the guy with the big pants who did some silly voices.
If you were born between 1982 and 1988, Adam Sandler is very important. But anyway.
Dodged a
I'm
bullet
check
on
in
that
with
one.
my sister and see if she agrees with you.
See, listeners, this is what we're like outside of this podcast. This isn't an act. This is just us.
Can we turn into a Hotel Transylvania podcast?
Anytime, any place, whenever.
Hotel Podsylvania. Are you going to be upset with me if I tell you that I've never seen a Hotel Transylvania
Homework.
movie? Sure.
It's great.
Hotel Transylvania 1, middle of the road, good. Hotel Transylvania 2,
What are you talking about? Hotel Transylvania 1 is
Hear me
amazing.
out. I love Hotel Transylvania 1. Hotel Transylvania 2, the funniest and the one that makes me cry the most.
Mm-hmm.
Hotel Transylvania.
Like a Paddington situation?
I think so. But see, there was a conflict between Genji Tartakovsky and Adam Sandler, and Adam Sandler kind of won out, so it's more of a Sandler vibe. Hotel Transylvania 3, it kind of flipped back the other way, and Hotel Transylvania 3, I think, is the pinnacle of the franchise. The weirdest it's been, just bonkers, very emotional, and Hotel Transylvania 4 has one good scene and one good joke.
I didn't know there were so many of these movies.
I thought there was only 3.
Adam Sandler and Kevin James don't come back for 4, and it's direct to Amazon streaming.
That's why I don't remember it.
Is Andy Samberg in 4? And
yes.
Selena Gomez?
Everyone else came back. All the monsters lose their powers, and then Andy Samberg becomes a monster.
Is he not a monster?
No, he's the human that falls in love with the monster.
Nothing.
Gotta get in on the. Gotta meet the Drac Pack.
Okay.
So excited for you.
Household, do you know how often we say, I don't say blah, blah, blah?
Yeah.
That sounds fun. I can't wait to know what it means.
Michelle, you would love the Hotel Transylvania franchise.
Sometimes I think that I am well versed in movies and TV, and then I come into this Zoom call where my friends live, and I talk to you, and it feels like maybe I have never seen any film ever. I love learning about all the things I get to learn and see.
You also don't want to go up against me, the person whose personality is movies.
That's true.
Also, you talk about movies I don't know about all the time, so.
Well, they all aired on the Disney Channel, so.
Still,
between the years of 1997 and 2006.
I was out there double featuring Dreamgirls and Children of Men, and you were watching Agent Cody Banks' Destination London.
I never saw that one, but...
That was not a Disney Channel original.
Aren't they all?
Whoa.
Oh, now you know how it feels, motherfucker.
You guys want to talk about Nirvana the band, the show?
Ugh, if we must.
Why don't you put on a pot of black?
I'll put on a pot of black.
No water. Dry pot.
No water. We are here today to talk about Viceland episode 3, season 1, episode 3, The Bean. This is not an episode about Cloudgate, Anish Kapoor's beautiful statue in Chicago, that a man is trapped inside and has been trapped inside for years. This is an episode where Matt and Jay have their first taste of coffee while trying to build a float to get into Toronto's annual Santa Claus parade. Challenges abound on their journey to get their Christmas wish, which is to be noticed by the Rivoli.
Michelle is so much classier than me, but go on, you go.
Yes?
Please hold. I know we're doing the whole intro to the episode, and that's important because this is what this podcast is. You just said that there's a man trapped inside the Bean in Chicago, and then we just moved on. What the fuck are you talking about?
You ever seen the Bean?
Yeah.
The big silver bean?
Uh-huh.
You know how big it is?
Yeah.
There's a guy in there, and he lives in there, and he has lived in there.
What?
There is a long-running conspiracy theory. Unclear if anyone's taking it serious. Not a serious theory. That there's a guy who lives inside the Bean and he's trying to get out. And I think he might be on this podcast right now, making little noises from inside the Bean.
Mr.
Did you not realize? Exactly. Did you not realize I was doing a Mr. Bean impression this whole time?
No. As much as I love to talk about Mr. Bean, I don't think I have ever once seen a Mr. Bean program. Does he not talk?
No, he goes like,
I wasn't aware of that about him. Sometimes I assume that Rowan Atkinson's, that's the actor, right?
Yes.
That Rowan Atkinson's character in Love Actually is Mr. Bean, but that he's not. That's a Rowan Atkinson playing a different character.
Yes.
I don't think I knew that Mr. Bean never said anything. I thought you were just making the sound of a man trapped inside a giant chrome bean.
No, I was just
Anish Kapoor also hates that people call it the Bean, and I think that's so funny.
That's unbelievably funny. You were like, and this is not about, and I was like, she's obviously going to say Mr. Bean, and then you were like, oh, artwork, and I was like, I am trash.
Big Bean. I don't think there actually is a guy trapped in the Bean.
I do.
That's where they put Jimmy Hoffa.
That's where they put Jimmy Hoffa. He's in there.
So the Bean.
That's what happened at the end of The Irishman. Yes.
Okay. Season 1, episode 3, The Bean. What did you guys think about The Bean? Also, before I forget, the opening credits for The Bean are Home Alone. We did that for the web series, and we haven't been doing it for Viceland so far, but I feel like we should bring it back because it's fun. I don't know if it'll even be relevant for every single one, but...
I love this episode so much. I know I say that every week, but this one's so sweet and charming and funny.
I also love this episode a lot. I have said the last 2 times that the first 3 episodes of Viceland are so strong, and this one is really strong and fun. Love the flashbacks, and I just think it's just a cute, cozy, silly little episode.
It's pretty incredible that they somehow seamlessly blend The Usual Suspects and Home Alone into one 22-minute episode.
There's a lot going on in this one, but it all feels very well-paced somehow. I really love this. I think this is my favorite Viceland so far. I know that it's, favorite out of 3 is maybe not a huge bar to clear, but I really loved it. I also loved that I was like, wow, it feels really early in a show's run to be doing a Christmas episode. And I was like, maybe it started airing in the late fall and this was the right time. This episode originally aired on February 16th, 2017. So they just did a Christmas episode for funsies.
That's when Christmas is. It's in February. Didn't you know that?
No, sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe they're Orthodox.
My guess is they were like, we got to film something at the Christmas parade. Please note, the Entertainment Weekly that appears twice in this episode was published December 8th, 2015.
Huh. 2015?
Yep.
Fascinating. Because I looked up, we'll talk about this when we get there a little bit more, but there's an extended scene in this episode at Honest Ed's. And my immediate reaction to seeing the store was, I would like to go there. And I looked it up. And I learned, very sadly, that it closed on December 31st, 2016. So I can't go there. And based on when this came out, I was like, was this show filmed months before it closed? But apparently, 2015.
I mean, they
So
could have
many
held on to that
clues.
Entertainment Weekly for a while.
That's also possible.
So this episode starts off with them decorating for something. And I want to know when we're getting the Jay McCarroll Christmas album, because he's singing chestnuts, roasting on an open fire, and I'm charmed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
There is a bit at the beginning of this that delights me to no end. I'll say that about a bunch of things, but like they're talking about Christmas and Matt's like talking about how Jewish kids don't celebrate Christmas. And he's like, that's why they all grow up to be so, what's the word? Because he's too sleepy to be offensive. He's too much of a sleepy little guy and he can't be offensive.
Yeah. No, I mean, I saw somebody recently, I think, posting about how they wanted to get their friend into Nirvana the band and what episode to show them. And they ultimately decided this episode, which makes sense. It's very cute. It's very fun. But that opening bit about Jewish kids celebrating Christmas and like the Star of David being on the top of the Christmas tree was a very high, difficult bar to get through because apparently their friend was just like, why does he keep talking about the Jews like that? I was like, yeah, I would have picked a different episode than this one.
It's funny because like other than the opening bit, this is like I think a very approachable, fun, and like mostly not offensive.
Matt also says, give an Asian child money and he'll remember you forever.
Matt has like a weird thing with Asian people throughout the entire Nirvana the band run. I don't know what to tell you.
You know, when we read that interview where Matt and Jay basically said they are like what teenage boys think an adult is?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those episodes that really plays into that. And that type of humor is what all of the dumbasses at my all-boys Catholic school that I was trapped in talked like. All of those jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this is just, I'm not saying they're okay. They're horribly offensive. But it is really what teenage boys that age at that time period talked like.
Yeah.
I just think it's interesting. Look, I'm not agreeing with what they said. I'm just thinking that it's very funny that Matt is trying to say something offensive, but he's too sleepy to finish the sentence.
I did think it was an interesting callback to The Burn, because that was also a Christmas episode that centered around Judaism in a way. And
In a way.
And they're sort of calling back to it here a little bit by having another Christmas episode where it opens with them talking about why is the Star of David at the top of the Christmas tree.
Well, a lot of this first season is Evil Dead 2ing the web series.
Yeah.
About like quasi remaking it.
Yeah, like the banner is technically the flyer plan.
Mm-hmm. And then, pretty soon it's going to escalate to its own shit.
Yeah.
But I just like that we smash cut to Home Alone music and the Home Alone logo, and I want a t-shirt of that logo.
Yeah. It's a really good one. I think I did not realize until, or I don't know, maybe I have seen this before, but when they're playing the Home Alone music, that is a Christmas song that is also scary in a way that I have not really thought about until watching this episode. It's very spooky to the point where I didn't realize it was Home Alone at first, and I thought I was like, is this Nightmare Before Christmas? Because there's a lot of, and then they follow up with Carol of the Bells a minute later, and that is also a Christmas song that is scary.
It's pretty scary.
And we were just really hitting both notes this whole episode.
If you took the sound effects out of Home Alone, it would be the scariest movie ever made.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Have either of you seen Violent Night, the David Harbour film?
Yep.
No, but I'm aware of it.
One of the smart things, I think that movie's flawed, but one of the smart things it does realistic Home Alone, where a small child is setting traps for criminals in the house, and it is the most horrifically violent shit in the world.
Inspired by like that one YouTube video from 2011 that was like, here's what would have actually happened if you got hit in the face with a bucket full of paint dropped from this height.
Was that Mythbusters?
I don't know if it was Mythbusters, but it was like a Mythbusters type thing. That was like something I remember as part of very early like YouTube viral videos. That was like, they would have died so early into this, but because it's a kids movie, they just kept going.
I wasn't
more
allowed to
hot
watch
things.
Home Alone.
Really?
Yeah. I was really censored as a kid. That's how you end up like me. I never saw Home Alone until I was like 12.
Because it was too violent, or?
Yeah.
Huh.
And I think I copied Pee Wee Herman so much as a small child that my mom was like, don't give him any ideas. It was that, and I could only watch the middle of Kindergarten Cop. I couldn't watch the opening or the finale.
That's so funny. I just can't imagine you not having access to every movie ever made.
Here's the thing, I did. You guys know my movie thing growing up, why I'm like this, right?
You were an inside kid?
Well, obviously. But my grandfather was a huge movie fan, and he befriended a guy who owned a video store. And any movie I asked for would show up like a week later, bootlegged at my house.
Oh my God.
As long as it was on VHS.
Except for Home Alone.
Yeah. Like,
wow.
But like it had to be like G or PG and not too violent, except we were allowed to watch Rocky Horror, go figure.
Hell yeah.
Normal childhood. But this was a thing for most of my upbringing. And then when VHSs started to kind of go out of fashion in the DVD era, my grandfather would still tape things off of HBO and Showtime and all of that and timestamp the VHS tapes and put like 3 movies on them and be like, here you go. Here's everything that's aired on Showtime and HBO this week. And that's why I've seen so much shit.
Fascinating.
Except for Home Alone.
And any movie on the Disney Channel. Only HBO. Only the finest of home entertainment.
The home box office, if you will. Anyway, this episode does really interesting plot exposition through news reports of they're playing the Home Alone music and they're describing to you what the Toronto Santa Parade is. And this is, I think, the plottiest. Like, I mean, this is like the most exposition this show has ever done for people outside Canada.
Yeah, I feel like we got a lot more hand-holding on what the Toronto Santa Claus Parade is than we've ever gotten on anything up to this point.
Which is really funny because you say Toronto Santa Claus Parade. I'm like, yep, got it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the thing I need the least hand-holding for. I get it.
Very self-explanatory.
It's cool that it's the longest running one. That's neat.
Yeah. Should we go at Christmas time?
But I know. Yeah.
No, too cold.
You live in New York City.
I'm a baby.
Gotta love me.
Too cold. Don't like it.
How did you two feel about this race to get to sleep scene where Jared kind of becomes the main character for a minute or two?
I loved it. I think Jared should be the main character more often.
I love every single time Jared gets involved. There's that scene at the very beginning where they're running to the house and it's dark outside and they're like at the doorstep and they're like, Jared, come on in. And Jared runs after them. I just think things like that are so cute. But also them telling Jared as they're undressing 7 a.m. Jared, 7 a.m. over and over again, like little parrots was funny.
But then he goes up and then he sneaks down to film them without their knowledge. As they're talking about how they can't sleep and
in their bunk beds in the living room. And
I like this scene because the facade kind of drops away of Matt trying to perform for the camera. That it felt to me, and maybe I'm, overthinking this as usual, but it does kind of seem to me that scene of having Jared film them without them seeing, like they're so much more like, oh, I can't sleep, this was the best day we've had. Like they're just laying there talking just like besties. And Matt isn't trying to be funny. He's not hamming it up for the camera. It's just Matt and Jay being present, because you know how often Matt looks at the camera and just says some shit. They just seemed so much more innocent and vulnerable.
It is interesting. I think, we're just talking about how often they're like playing kids in adult bodies. I feel like normally it's like 14-year-olds, but here for like at least part of it, they're much younger kids in adult bodies. And like maybe that's just the like sheer like the can't get to sleep too excited about Christmas element, but it's so sweetie and so nice. And yeah, I think there is like an aspect of the like they don't know they're being filmed, or their characters don't, in this, that sort of makes it feel even more like just peeking in on who they are.
And we get, that extra level of artifice in a little bit where we get Jay being like, and I'll tell you why we're scared after the break. And then they rethink the scene to do it like a talk show where, oh, you know, that one guy whispers in the other one's ear and you're like, oh, you have a real relationship. And we have that scene a little bit before where they're being filmed without knowing and they're kind of just being present with each other. And then shortly after, we're getting them discussing how to reshoot scenes for the camera. And it seems intentional to me.
Yeah, the thing about that in particular, where they're doing this sort of late night bit, like the throw, is when I watch that, there is part of me that is just like, is this just something that you caught on camera where it's you two actually talking about how to do this bit and you just added it in because it was funny? Or is this you being fictional Matt telling fictional Jay, hey, let's do this? Like, those lines are so blurred between what's real and what's fake in terms of their characterization that there are little moments like that where I'm like, was that a real moment or was that like still in character?
I used to think like this was all just like, let's fuck around, see what happens. But the more that for research for this, where I've seen Matt Johnson talk about his films and talk about his feelings every so often in an interview, the more I feel like there's much more going on under the surface than I've ever thought before.
Yeah.
And this really felt like one of those. Because it's also so much about how infallible memory is.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, and I'm going to jump ahead to the end just to make my point. And like the whole episode, they're debating what happened, right? Like we have the Honest Ed scene and they're debating, oh, no, this is what happened. And that happened. No. And they're arguing with each other. But then when we get to the ending, they both in this emotional shared moment are agreeing on everything that happened. And on my second viewing for this week, because, we watch these like twice usually before recording, it seems like there is this commentary and, Usual Suspects part plays into it, of course, where the stuff that doesn't matter, the plot and the bullshit and the business of it all is infallible, our memories. Like, it doesn't really matter, right? But the moments of, I'm present with my best friend, we had this wonderful moment, Matt remembers every single detail. The woman who said Mary Ho Ho, the kid kicking the pylon, all this, and they agree on all of these little specifics. And it felt to me like these important emotional moments, we can share this memory and the other bullshit's kind of fallible. And that is the subtext I read through this whole episode. I don't know what you two think.
You found it. You found the lesson that they learned.
Yeah.
They didn't even find that. That's so nice. That's such like a lovely, thoughtful way to approach it, where all of my notes on this episode are funny, haha. But I think I agree with that assessment that it's a lot on like friendship and there's a lot of stuff you disagree about, but a lot of the time that stuff doesn't matter. It's the feeling that you have at the end is more important than anything. Do we want to talk a little bit about Honest Eds?
No, absolutely. I mean, before we talk about Honest Ed, should we maybe explain the plan?
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain the plan?
All right. So they're going to do the Santa Claus parade. Jay has discovered it in the newspaper that there's going to be this parade. And so the whole plan is that they need to get a truck, build a float, and then attach the float to the truck, I think was the third part of the plan, or maybe it was just decorate it. The whole plan is to have a float in the parade, a Nirvana the Band float, where they will sneak their way into the parade. And since the parade goes right by the Rivoli, they'll do the whole act. The Rivoli will see them do their act and be like, oh my God, we have to book them. And that's the whole plan. And that is sort of the impetus for the entire episode, which is we're making a float and we're going to be in the parade.
Solid plan.
It's a great plan.
Yeah.
One of their better plans, I think.
It worked for Ferris Bueller.
I did. He did get a show at the Rivoli.
Yeah.
That's how that movie ends.
So to make this float, they go to what seems like the best store in the world that I would love to live in, to be trapped in, to have to survive in for a night. Honest Eds.
This reminded me of, have you two ever been to an Amazon surplus store?
No.
So there are these stores that buy full pallets of things returned to Amazon. And you basically go into the store and there's just like troughs of items that you can go through. And they sell them for like next to nothing.
Like a Goodwill? Like the Goodwill bins?
Kind of like the Goodwill bins. But some of it's been opened, some of it's defective, some of it's new. And this is what the Honest Ed's experience kind of felt like to me. There's just a little bit of everything all over the place. I once got a hard-boiled egg holder that looked like a bustier, so that when you put the eggs in it, it looked like boobs.
Nice.
How often are you at the Amazon surplus store?
Not that often. I've done it in years.
Struck gold.
It was a real COVID thing for me. Like, we got vaccinated and I lost my mind. I was like, I'm going to this Amazon surplus store.
Sure.
Masked, of course. And buying a bunch of dumb bullshit, including a Bubba Gump shrimp knockoff promotional hat.
I love that it went from I got vaccinated to I go to the Amazon surplus store all the time. That's one of the side effects that they weren't talking about.
Everyone was worried about the chips being implanted in you and not about the sudden urge to buy an egg cup that made the eggs look like boobs.
We still have it in a display case in our dining room area.
That's
you
awesome.
don't even use it? It's in a display case?
Yeah, I don't eat hard-boiled eggs.
Did you at least put like fake eggs in there to show off the boobiness of it?
Oh, Easter eggs, of course.
Okay, great. As long as it's
I'm
still
glad
being
it's being used to its full potential, yeah.
Are either of you really surprised that I own a hard-boiled egg holder that makes the eggs look like boobs?
No, I think we were just surprised that you weren't actively using it.
Okay, fair. So Honest Ed's.
So, Michelle, what is it about Honest Ed's that speaks to you?
I love that it looks like a circus and a store put together. I love that it has vaguely haunting slogans painted all over it. You cannot do without this. Get lost in Honest Ed's. I just love that it looks like a place where you could buy the most insane shit in the world. Like, I think one of my favorite categories of store is a hardware store, because a hardware store, sure, you can get a screwdriver in there and some nails and tools and whatever. But at least most hardware stores that I've been in, you can also buy just like a very strange assortment of random goods. And Honest Ed's to me seems like it was that type of store, just like times 100,000. And I would love to get lost in there, and I'm very sad that I can't. I was reading about it on Wikipedia, and I've never seen in the little like Wikipedia summary box before one of the lines listed as fate, but the fate of Honest Ed's, according to this Wikipedia entry, was lost foothold to online retailers.
Aww.
And that's just so devastating. And it seems like it had a really fascinating history and was a really special Toronto landmark. And I'm so sad that it's gone.
I would bet money that somewhere outside of a major metropolitan area, there is an Honest Ed's type store.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, not to go off on a rant about another store, but my in-laws live in rural Virginia in a teeny tiny town where there is a 3-floor thrift store where each area is someone else's stuff, and they're not really sold on consignment, but it's just like, if you get it from the green zone, the money goes to Martha.
Ooh. I live near Virginia. I could go there.
In the middle of the store, they have a casket that says casket not for sale on it. But there has to be more of these. And if you're out there, let us know where your Honest Ed type stores are, because I want to visit them.
Yeah.
So they're running around the streets of Toronto, as they are prone to do. They go into Honest Ed's to find tree and decoration. They previously are trying coffee for the first time, because Matt goes on this incredible rant that I feel spiritually as somebody who lives in New York about these piece of shit places where you can't use their bathroom unless you like buy something. But getting off of that soapbox for a minute, they try coffee for the first time and kind of kicks off the entire episode.
The Green Beanery. What a fucking terrible name. No, do you not agree? That's a bad name for a coffee shop. I want to be caught dead in the Green Beanery.
The Green Beanery does sound like the type of coffee shop that you only go into in an emergency.
Yeah.
If you look up their reviews on Google, which I did, it's a lot of, this place is fine.
Hey,
yeah,
love that.
That sounds about right.
It's okay.
It's like how Kit talks about Adam Sandler, but as a coffee shop.
Yeah, it's okay.
But we get when we were talking about the memory thing before, they're going through who found the Christmas tree, and there's a great bit where Jay's like, I found the tree, and they're talking about it, and then Matt in the memory starts being like, Oh, what a great tree. Oh, Jay, you're so great. Whatever the fuck else you want me to say in this memory.
It's one of my favorite parts of the episode. I mean, I have said before, I have loudly proclaimed my love for the altered memory bits as they go throughout the show, and that's top tier so far.
It's one of those moments on this one, like this episode, where there's a few of them like kind of like shattering just the format of the episode with the talk show thing before and Jared kind of taking the lead for a little bit. Like they are just fucking with the format of how TV is supposed to work. And it's really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Eat shit, The Office.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't have a, what is like the nicer way to say I don't have a dog in this fight?
It's okay.
I don't have a dog in this fight.
You don't have a dog at this fight. It's watching with you. There you go.
Yeah.
My dog's not interested in your fight. Sorry, I have this thing about how I constantly, anytime I go to some sort of either big box store or like fun like gift shop or whatever, there has to be office shit in it, as if it's the greatest thing that's ever happened on TV. I was at the pharmacy and they had best Dwight Schrute quotes next to like the Jesus books that they have on the little spinner next to the pharmacy. You know what I'm talking about? And I was like, why?
I feel you on that. They did the Office Magic the Gathering cards, and I did think about killing myself.
There's been The Office, a musical parody running off Broadway for quite a while. And I was like, it's already a parody.
But what if it was funnier?
What if it was musical?
Did you ever think about that?
I did.
They never did do a musical episode of that show, I don't think.
Great. I'm sure Rainn Wilson would have something awesome to say about it.
I love when shows have a terrible musical episode. That's why Riverdale is a show that I love very much.
They did that on Oz, and I was delighted.
Oz?
Yeah.
Eesh. Okay.
It was the time. Buffy was doing it. Oz was doing it.
Yeah, when I think musical episode, I do think Buffy.
Mm-hmm.
The Riverdale one's
I hope
good.
Nirvana, the band, the show, does a musical episode.
Oh, I can't tell. I can't say anything.
It was called Live at the Rivoli. We watched it.
Well, I hope they redo it on Viceland.
So they're scared of the Green Street Strangler, we find out, after these memories.
Yeah, I love that they can't get to sleep. And like, I think I knew it was coming the first time they're talking about it. And I was like, it's not going to be that they know that the coffee is keeping them awake. What are they going to say? And it's because we're scared is not what I was expecting. And the story of the Queen Street Strangler is also not what I was expecting.
I mean, the story of what happened in 2006 is harrowing. Like, he was just walking down the street. What's his name? Evan Morgan? Walking down the street.
Matt Johnson, co-writer and director of the film The Kid Detective.
Yeah.
Pretty good movie.
And the strangler just came up and grabbed him and strangled him and took his iPod. That's horrible.
Took it to iPod Classic? Terrible.
He took out his penis and started doing penis stuff.
Penis stuff. I would be scared. Who wouldn't be scared of the Queen Street Strangler?
Yeah. And then they go, it's the girl with the pink hair. And then the black and white's broken by a woman with pink hair. And what? That was when I started my thesis about imperfect memory.
That was when I was just thinking, man, there used to be more people with cool hair around.
I feel like Ramona Flowers ruined that for us.
Us?
As a society.
I don't think Ramona Flowers ruined it.
Scott Pilgrim Obsessies ruined it.
No, I think like culturally we moved away from the hair being like brightly colored and fun, and now we're in like this clean girl aesthetic where it's like not as interesting and fun to have that sort of alternative look.
I don't know any of that.
Okay.
You know, when I had hair, it was blue.
That's cool.
That's fun.
Good old days.
And now you're clean girl aesthetic.
I am. That's what they say about me. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to agree with you.
It's like the no makeup look.
I mean, hey, work it. Do your thing.
Sure.
Do your clean girl aesthetic. Fuck Manic Panic.
Manic Panic did ruin my hair in college.
Yeah. High school. Yeah.
We went to the Mermaid Parade a few weeks ago, and Manic Panic had a booth because they were one of the sponsors. And they had to spin a wheel and win a prize, but nobody wanted to be there. So if you just walked up, they were like, what prize do you want?
Nice.
Did you get a prize?
I didn't. But some people got
prizes hair dye.
Yep. That was part of it.
Yeah.
And hair glitter. I didn't really have a need for any of that.
You could probably put the glitter on your head.
The nightmare that would be to take off, as I know, because I've had glitter thrown on my bald head many, many times in my life. It's very hard to get off.
Okay.
And it doesn't look as charming as glitter hair.
I think it would look charming, but I believe you.
Thanks, Michelle.
About the washing.
You really know how to make me feel special. So Jay walks outside and he does the classic Kevin McAllister, I'm not afraid anymore. And it was so cute.
He does a really good impression of Kevin McAllister.
Yes.
It's very convincing and it's very sweet. And then he even walks like him.
Mm-hmm. I like when he says, I got scared, so I got the black guy from Space Jam and put him in the window like Kevin McAllister did.
Incredible.
It was really good.
That's a bad one. Anyway.
Wrong. Incorrect buzzer sound.
Come on and
you're wrong.
Slam.
And welcome to the jam.
Have you seen Space Jam 2: A New Legacy?
No. I already saw the first one and it was good enough for me.
The first one was better.
I mean, I'm going to agree with you on that. The second one, the Clockwork Orange guys are in it.
A lot of
the oranges?
Yeah. The clocks and the oranges. I saw that in theaters and...
Why?
What do you mean the Clockwork Orange guys were in it? Which
There's
guys?
A bunch of Warner Brothers IP that appears to watch the basketball game.
At the very end, like everything that Warner has ever owned appears, and it's just like, ugh, I hate
Don
this.
Cheadle plays a guy named Al G. Rhythm, who's an algorithm.
I don't need to see that movie.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well, okay,
Space Jam 1 innocent.
I had to get my car fixed.
So you went and saw Space Jam 2?
It was going to take 3 hours,
You
and
could have
I
read
was...
a book. Gone to a nice restaurant?
I didn't think it was
Had
going
a
to take
soda?
as long as it did. No, I couldn't. It was... It was
3 hours? That's like a nice long meal, a nice soda. Like you could like read a book. That's chill as fuck.
3 hours soda.
3 hour soda.
Just burping.
Just burp it.
My child was 1 month old.
Burp
I
your
had
kid
to
while you're drinking that soda.
I had to go and get my car fixed in an area where there was nothing to do in like Nowheresville, New Jersey. There was a movie theater 10 minutes away. I had already seen F9: The Fast Saga.
Mm-hmm.
And I go to the theater. I was like, I guess I'm going to go see Space Jam 2. The time's align. And I sit down and they're like, sorry, Space Jam 2 is going to be delayed by 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And this little girl goes, I don't want to hear that in my ear, which is one of the greatest things I've ever heard a child say.
Oh my God.
I think about her all the time. And yeah, that's when I saw Space Jam 2. Maybe it would have been better if I wasn't in hell.
Yeah, I
And hadn't
watched
slept
it
for a month.
at home when it hit streaming.
Yeah.
It was fine. And by fine, I mean it was bad. It wasn't good.
It's really, really bad. So Space Jam. Anyway,
Wrong.
Did you like when Jay jumped into the nativity scene and hid like one of the wise men?
Kit thinks Punch Drunk Love is mid, but thinks Space Jam is great.
It is
Anyway,
great.
I love Jay.
She contains
running.
multitudes.
Punch Drunk is okay.
I love Jay running and hiding in the nativity like a little goof.
Mm-hmm. I love his goofy run.
He's such a cutie pie on this episode.
He really is. And he's in his underwear for half of it.
Yeah.
And then
What did you think of the
twist.
reveal that he was not actually being chased by the Queen Street Strangler, but instead chased by Matt in the Queen Street Strangler's truck?
It's so funny. Matt's like, yeah, I went and got an old man shovel and I used it to steal a car, obviously.
Of course. What else was he
Of
going to do?
course.
They needed a truck.
Then we get the two of them being real sleepy and talking about stuff. And they're doing this thing that I think is really authentic, and I kind of wondered if they filmed while really sleepy, where they're going back and forth between giggling and being really, like, angry, which I don't know about the two of you. Like, they're like, ha 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 ha, and like, they're just, their moods are fluctuating, and they're really out of it in a way that I really relate to, that anytime I've been totally sleep deprived and trying to write with a friend,
Mm-hmm.
and we just like having a great time and then really mad that we can't stay on task.
Yeah. I used to do these 48-hour film project things with some friends, and it was you have a weekend to write, film, and edit a movie. And the writing process the first night was always like, we're going to stay up all night, we're going to put this thing together, and lots of trying and failing to stay on task, but knowing that we had a time limit and just really fighting it the whole time. And that feels familiar. I would buy it if they were very sleep deprived for this part.
we left out why they were sleepy. Because we
They're
skipped
scared.
over. They're scared. But also we skipped over the entire coffee montage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. So after at the Green Beanery getting their first ever cups of coffee, both of them, I think, they just spend the rest of the day mainlining coffee in every form except for French press.
Dry drip.
Dry drip, no water, boiling pot of black, a pour over.
What was it? An Americano, it was like a third Americano, part drip coffee, the rest mocha.
Mhm.
Like, it is the way children who have discovered coffee describe coffee as if they're grown-ups.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was like Angelica Pickles talking about drinking coffee.
I think the other piece of it that we missed here is that they went to the bank because Matt wanted to, as part of their float, start throwing money into the crowd like Joker do. And so they go to the bank and they ask for $10,000. And the woman at the bank is like, do you have an account? Do you bank here? And Matt just asks if they can cut through all the bureaucratic red tape. And I love that they just leave it. They cut it there, and then several minutes later, have a large bag of American money.
Like a comically large bag of American money that has like a dollar sign drawn on it. Like,
Yeah, like
something
a
out
cartoon
Looney
bag of
Tunes.
money. The implication that they were just able to cut through all that bureaucratic red tape, and the bank did give them $10,000 for free is so funny to me.
It's great. Because Matt also asks, do I have to do a personality test or something?
I will say that them watching the Batman movie together and then Matt saying like Joker do has gone platinum in this household. The amount of times it has come up, or we're just saying like non sequitur, like Joker do.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Can I ask you two to settle a decades-long debate I've had with somebody?
Sure.
You've seen Batman 89, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. So when Joker shows up...
Tim Burton Batman?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michelle, you made like a face and I was like...
I was trying to think. Yes, I'm 90% sure that I have seen.
So Joker shows up at the museum and starts defacing things, and they're playing a song from the soundtrack called Party Man on the boombox by Prince. It's written for Batman. Party Man! It's a good song. Anyway, the long debate is Joker playing a song called Party Man just about a different party man, or is Joker himself the eponymous party man?
He's the party man.
I assume it's a song about the Joker, right? Okay.
So the party man.
Thank you.
There's
This has
no
been a
other
decades-long
explanation.
debate. Obviously, the Prince wrote a song for the Joker about how he is a party man.
Yeah.
Thank you. You can edit that out. It's just been a debate I've been having with someone forever.
Sorry, I'm learning that he also wrote a song for that movie called Bat Dance.
Have you never seen the video for Bat Dance?
Bat Dance is amazing.
Michelle.
I love Bat Dance.
The video is him painted half as Batman, half as the Joker. Gang, we sleepy. We're like Matt and Jay.
Oh, I have heard this. Okay. I don't think I knew this was
Dance.
Prince.
I have the soundtrack on vinyl somewhere.
Wow, incredible. I'm
The
gonna
entire
watch the rest of
soundtrack
that
is
later.
Prince. It's a fun soundtrack.
I haven't seen that movie in a very, very long time.
Good movie.
Maybe I should rewatch it.
Batman Returns, better movie.
Better pizza.
Batman and Robin.
I
Papa
love
John's.
Batman and Robin.
Batman Forever.
Don't like Batman Forever.
Great film.
Batman Mask of the Phantasm, banger.
Amazing movie.
Which is the one where Robin's karate chopping his socks? Is that Batman and Robin? I think it is.
I think that's Forever.
Oh, maybe it's Forever.
Either way, this is all going. But us sleepily discussing the Batman films.
Vaguely remembering various Batmans.
Yep. It's such a stupid joke that comes up here where they're like, what time is it? And then Matt looks at his watch, stares at it for like a good 30 seconds, and then goes, 7!
Mm-hmm.
Delightful.
What do you mean stupid? It's incredible. It's so
It is
good.
really goofy, but so funny. And then we go full zany chase
Full zany chase.
against
is a
the
great
clock.
mode. Yeah.
It's really funny. I love all the shots of Jay in the back desperately trying to hold everything together on that truck.
Unbelievable Foley work of them with their delightful little float that has their piano. Jay is like trying to play while also holding a giant bag of money, and you just hear smashing sounds and money flying through the air and just everything is falling off with the loudest bangs. And the sound work on this is unbelievable. It's so funny. It's very
convincing. It sounds like the car and the float are falling apart.
I love it. It's so good. It's whimsical.
And then they do make it to the parade, but unfortunately they are too late and not an approved float. And they're trying to get in at the wrong spot. And they have this encounter with a cop who is doing security for the parade, who won't let them in. Cruel, cruel man.
There's a great bit of editing here where they're editing in Matt saying horrific things to a police officer.
Yes.
Where he's like, I could just run all these people over right now. Takes me out every single time.
It's so funny.
And it's so well done because I was like, did he actually say that to a police officer? It seems like a thing that you would get arrested for, perhaps.
I think the only downside to doing this lovely podcast with my friends is that I watch it with such a critical eye that some of the mystique has fallen off. Like, when I'm pausing and looking at it, like, you know, Kennedy assassination footage, it's Zapruder films, if you will. I'm like, oh, I can see where this little edit is. It's really, really smart. But now I'm like picking it apart, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, his head just did that. So, like, I don't think you need to really think that deeply about it. You know, I'm in the his head just did that camp. Like, Matt really did say that to a cop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the cop was just like, well,
all right, that's fine.
Maybe don't.
This cop has...
Can you back up?
So much patience with these two morons.
So much.
Can I go back to our theory from the web series?
Yeah.
Sure. Which one? That they're in love?
They're in love.
Yeah, they are.
The love feels a lot less romantic to me on this one.
Certainly in this episode. Oh, this is genuinely the theory that you wanted to talk about?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, like, genuinely, because they are clearly, like, there's the scene where they're looking at the float and they're, like, figuring out how to put their arms around each other to make it look good for the camera. And it just seems so much like they clearly love each other, but
Yeah. I mean, I think it still reads like romantic love to me, but I feel like if the web series is I am desperate and self-destructive in a visceral way, this is like, I saw a post on Tumblr a little while ago where it was just like, web series Matt and Jay know what sex is and they're not having it, versus Viceland Matt and Jay where they don't know what sex is, but they are having it. That's how I kind of feel about the Vice versions of these two.
I can fuck with that. I like it. And then we get to the incredibly sweet finale that I had mentioned before, where they're reflecting on what happened next, where they're, you know, Jay had fallen asleep in the back, but then they are like playing for people and they're putting the Frank masks on each other's heads and they're giving out money to the kids. And Matt's remembering the Mary Ho-Ho lady who, what the fuck, who says that?
I love her. I want her to come on the pod.
Mary Ho-Ho lady, come on the podcast. She looks like Allison Janney's stunt double. This thing of they both are sitting in this wonderful moment that they shared, and it is the first time that their memories lock in.
Mm-hmm. I think this is not one of the more sentimental part of it, or maybe it is, but part of that flashback is Matt saying, you know, they hugged and I vow revenge, and then I had a change of heart, and you just watch his face change, and it's so perfect. It's really nice. It's a nice memory. And then the music does make it seem like there's a lesson, even if they don't really say one out loud.
Yeah. I mean, the lesson was Kevin Spacey.
Isn't it always?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do the usual suspects bit, and Matt realizes that coffee makes you sleepy.
Coffee does make you sleepy.
Which is true if you have ADD, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
It is. Also, Matt Johnson definitely has ADD, and I was thinking of this at the end of the episode here, where like, if they had done their little performance on the float for people and it happened to be in front of the Rivoli, they probably would have booked the show.
It was a perfect plan.
Yeah. If it had worked, they would have gotten that show. But
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of their plans, if they had worked, they would have gotten.
Almost all of them,
Yeah.
I think.
They're all very smart and well thought out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to the end of this episode, and they have now experimented with coffee and cigarettes like two wannabe cool 12-year-olds do.
Hell yeah.
It's so cute.
It's so cute. Do we want to talk about the credits scene for this one?
Obviously, the
We've made it
MCU
to-
style.
We've made it to Christmas morning, and Matt is pretending to be blind to receive his Christmas present, as anyone would. And his Christmas present is 3 original VHS copies of Star Wars, which Matt has never seen before.
That's a good-ass gift, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That's the Star Warrior.
I love that the reveal that Matt has never seen them before comes out with him saying Return of the Jedi.
It's so good. And then when Jay's like, you've never seen them before? And then Matt saying, I was busy.
I didn't have time.
Yeah.
didn't have
What was he
time.
doing?
He's making plans.
Playing Magic.
Yeah.
Playing Magic the Gathering. And this does there is a nod, a brief allusion to frenemy of the pod, J.J. Abrams, because
Yep.
He's
they have
back,
tickets to see The
baby.
Force Awakens.
Fucking J.J. Abrams.
And
He's back.
Matt's about to become a Star Wars fan.
The way-
Somehow, J.J. Abrams returned to this podcast.
True.
This week was really a lot of callbacks. Kevin Spacey, J.J. Abrams, same thing.
Really making J.J. Abrams look less problematic by association.
Yeah, JJ, come on the pod. We'll help with your PR.
We did email him and heard nothing back.
He's busy.
I thought you Instagram messaged him, which is what it said was his preferred method of contact, which is the funniest possible thing
I did do both.
that could happen.
Listen, we do the work on this podcast. If we say we're going to reach out to somebody, we do it. I reached out to the Canadian...
Except for Matt and Jay.
Except for Matt and Jay. We have not reached out to them. We promise
We
you
don't
that.
know how.
Nope. And I even reached out to the company that made the Canada arm and the Canadian, space agencies.
You did what?
Yep.
I didn't know this. Did they answer?
Did I? No. Did I lie and say that I have a child who's obsessed with the ISS and would love to learn more about the Canada arm? Yes.
Steve.
And then you're going to saw trap them in this fucking Zoom call?
What if they had said yes and they were expecting to talk to a precocious child, and then they got here with 3 idiots?
I didn't ask them to come on the podcast. I asked them to send a voice memo about
Oh
the
my
Canada
God.
arm.
Okay.
Do you know I did that
That's
with
more reasonable.
Bush's Beans once?
You asked them to send you a voice memo?
No, I was really, really tired. And we were talking about Bush, the Duke, the dog from Bush's Beans. It's like, that dog's dead, right? And this was 3 a.m. and I emailed them. And I was like, my niece and nephew are obsessed with Duke, the dog. How's Duke doing? And they replied within 24 hours, hi, we'd love to send a package. And then a week later, I get
What?
a package with an autographed picture of Duke the dog, a Duke plushie, and a coupon for free beans.
Okay, first of all, was the autographed photo of Duke, was it just a paw print? Please say yes.
Yes, of course. it
Hell
was.
yeah.
So that dog was still alive and signing photos?
Apparently.
Thank God. They wouldn't fake that. That's illegal to forge a signature.
So I told my best friend about me emailing, about the Canada arm, and I was like, I tried to Duke him. He was like, it can't work twice.
You should be emailing more companies and lying to them about my nieces and nephews and their interests.
Look, you hate email. I know this.
That's true.
I love email.
But free beans? I would email for free beans.
I'll email all the live long day. Folks, you want me to send your emails? Don't get ChatGPT to do it. Get me. Any thoughts on the bean? Bringing it back.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What a coincidence. What a treat. The beans. There's been a lot of bean talk, rightfully so.
Yeah.
This was a great episode. I really loved it.
Of the podcast, I agree.
Of the podcast, of the show, of Bush's baked beans. Yeah, any final thoughts? I feel like I've said all of mine.
I've definitely said mine.
Yeah, no, it's a great, fun episode.
I do believe that we have a
Beep, 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 beep,
listener
beep, beep,
email.
beep, beep,
Beep, beep,
beep, beep,
beep, beep, beep.
Yes, we do.
Who's it from?
This is
What do they have to
from
say?
Becca.
Hi, Becca.
Hi,
Hi,
Becca.
Becca. Hi all, I'm loving the show, even though I have no idea who Lydia Tarr is, and I'm afraid to Google.
Don't be afraid.
Be very afraid. I'm so excited to get into the Viceland show episodes, especially the Bean. That's why we're reading it on this episode for you, Becca. And Becca wrote a very funny story in, and I'm going to read it now. I wanted to share a funny anecdote I thought you would appreciate. When Nirvana the Band, the show, the movie came out in theaters, my husband and I dressed up like Matt and Jay to go to a screening. She was Matt and he was Jay. After the movie, the person sitting next to them saw their outfits and said, "Oh, you're in cosplay. I saw you in the lobby and just thought, oh, what an interesting lesbian."
Oh my God.
And Becca did send a picture, and I would say, if she was, it would be a very interesting lesbian.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
I love that so much, that turn of phrase, an interesting lesbian. It's so good. It contains multitudes.
I picture a woman in a fur coat.
Not a woman in a
interesting
trilby.
lesbian.
I love that this is a fan community where somebody, well, I guess maybe not an existing fan if they didn't recognize the outfit, but that someone would just say, "Oh, what an interesting lesbian," and tell that person that.
That's something my mom would say. So good. Rebecca said, I would love to see a bonus episode or episodes on some of Matt Johnson's films. Becca, you are in luck. We are planning to cover Matt Johnson's filmography.
Woo!
Woohoo! Thank you so much for writing in, Becca. Thank you for sending these incredible photos. I love them. I'm obsessed with them.
They're so good.
They're so good. You both look great.
They do. They look
costumes.
So cute together. And Becca from Michigan, thank you for writing in. This was a charming email. And what an interest. I've used, since we got this email a couple weeks ago, I have used "what an interesting lesbian" with my friend and her wife so many times.
That's so good.
Oh, what a treat.
We got this email. I immediately screenshotted it and sent it to them.
Incredible.
Yeah.
If you have any fun stories about being in cosplay or existing around this movie or this fandom, we would love to hear them. You can write to us at Nirvana the Band. What's our email address?
Nirvana the Pod, 2 N's at gmail.com.
Nirvana the Pod with 2 N's. gmail.com. Or you can leave us a voicemail, and we would love to play your voicemail on the show. You can send us a voice memo at that email. You can send it to speakpipe.com/Nirvana the Pod. We would love to hear from you about the Bean or any other episode.
Especially if you're an interesting lesbian. Please call in.
Especially if you're an interesting lesbian or could be mistaken for one.
We have had enough Canadians. We need interesting lesbians.
Bonus points if you're an interesting lesbian from Canada.
Yeah.
That's quite a combo.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a Netflix category. Interesting lesbian films from Canada.
I would watch that. I would watch a lot of movies in that category.
Samesies. All right, friends. I think we did it.
We did it. Got through the plan.
We're
I gotta
sleepy.
go watch all the original Star Wars movies on VHS right now.
What about Hotel Transylvania,
Yeah.
goddammit?
What the hell?
After.
You know, we haven't actually followed through on homework in a while, Michelle.
I'm glad you said that because I'm pretty sure I had homework last episode and I didn't write it down and I didn't do it and I don't know what it was.
I don't remember either, but I remember you had homework. So we're wiping the slate clean. We're going to forgive the missed homework assignments.
I'll figure out what it was.
As we do Hotel Transylvania.
I will watch Hotel Transylvania. I don't know if I will watch all 4 of them by the next time we get together, but I will absolutely watch
Just one. You just got to watch one.
One or maybe 2 of them.
Ooh, 2.
If you're going to do 2, do 3, because 3 is the best one.
Yeah, all 3.
We'll
3
see.
is very heavy on Blobby, and Blobby is an absolute king.
See, you'll know what all of these words mean after you
I'm
see
into
it.
Blobby.
A lot of things are in the Hotel Transylvania series.
I don't understand what that means.
Blah, blah, blah.
But I will.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to become a Hotel Transylvania fan. Transylvania head.
Yes.
What did you say? The Drac Gang?
The Drac Pack.
Nice. I'm excited. Well, I'm going to go watch all 4 Hotel Transylvania movies. So, nothing like a good feeling.
Nothing like a good feeling.
Nothing like a good feeling.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Nirvana, the band, the show, the podcast. We'd love to hear from you. You can email us or send a voice memo to nirvanathepod@gmail.com. And we're also on Bluesky and Instagram @nirvanathepod. Our website is nirvanathepod.com. Our show is edited by Kit with additional help by John. Special thanks to Ann Meadows for our logo. Oh, and Matt and Jay, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on the show.